We're talking chips today. We're going to hit on Intel here. Shares are up about 25% from year-ago levels, up 44% this year. Kevin, the stock's hitting 52-week highs today, and I was telling you when we were off camera, I looked at the stock yesterday. It was one of the green ones on the visual here as far as the heat map goes. And I'm like, what the heck is Intel doing up when the market's down? But there's a lot of reasoning behind this.
Remember, they are a U.S.-based chip producer.
Fab.
Yes. And if there's tensions between the U.S. and China, if some of those relationships are strained, the beneficiary might be, could be, probably will be Intel. And, you know, everyone talks about AMD's killing Intel in terms of market share. AMD went from 18% to 35%. Intel went from 82 to 65. They still got 60. They still got double AMD in terms of market share. So they're still massive. They've made several missteps along the way, but they could benefit from international tensions because they're U.S. based.
Yeah, Joe, give me your take here. 52-week highs for this stock. It's probably based on the fact that these geopolitical tensions are causing, maybe some people to look back at Intel because, in 2022, this was one of the worst performers in the tech space. But Pat Gelsinger, the CEO, has got a turnaround plan. They're getting into AI slower than NVIDIA and AMD. But, this one's been doing well this week and so far this year.
I mean, look, if you look at how this stock has performed relative, to the stocks, it's up 47% year to date. The stocks is up 42%, and a lot of that gain has come within the last month. I mean, Intel's just had some relative strength, some outperformance relative to its peers, and as you guys kind of mentioned, I think part of that can be attributed to the China tensions and people wanting maybe to look domestically for that chip production. Pat Gelsinger, came out about a week or two ago and said that they believe that they're moving towards above third quarter targets in terms of revenue. So he came and gave some guidance that beat the street's expectations, and the stock's really profited since, or investors have profited since for owning the stock. I think going forward, if you look at where the stock has had some issues, it's been around that $37, and yesterday we broke right through that, also some pretty decent volume. Traded up today, hit a 52-week high. Meandering around a little bit now. It's kind of pulled back from some of the strength that it saw, but it could be a decent entry point right around that $37 level if you can get it for the stock, because that old resistance might be new support going forward. It's been a while since we've seen anything like this in the stock, and if you look at the fact that it's at its highest level since July 2022, and now up 10 straight days. If we can hold some gains, get back up on the day. The stock has some momentum behind it.
Yeah, especially if the overall tech sector, NASDAQ, reverses. That might also lend some support to a stock that's outperformed the sector over the last couple of weeks here.